Even with the market pulling down, we still managed to hit our weekly goal of $700 collected, and we managed to purchase quite a bit of assets that will generate wealth for us in the future. But if you're new to the channel, my name is Isaiah, and this is an income generating account where our goal is to collect at least $700 every single week. We do this through selling cash secured puts, selling covered calls, doing credit spreads, as well as collecting dividends from high yielders such as COYY, TSYY, Cornerstone Funds, and PDI. So the first thing I want to talk about is the wealth building assets that we've purchased, and then we'll go into our trade history. We have a lot of open option contracts. I say this every video, option selling is my favorite way to generate income. I think it's the easiest and the most effective method. Again, though, guys, that is my opinion. My trade should never be taken as financial advice. So let's look at some of our high yielders. First, we'll look at COYY. At the beginning of the week, we had 200 shares. We are up to 267. We have been taking option income that we collect from selling cash secured puts or selling covered calls and investing that into COYY, as well as some distribution payouts. Again, that's given us 267 shares. Our goal is to get to 500. TSYY, we have 832 shares. We reinvested the distributions that we received from them on Tuesday into this to buy more, and we potentially could have 200 more on the horizon, which I will show in my trade history. We'll talk about that in a minute because that's going to fall under the option strategy. But COYY and TSYY are my highest yielders. They pay weekly. But my favorite ones, PDI and the Cornerstone Funds, we have 513 shares of PDI, as well as 1,000 shares of CRF and 1,000 shares of CLM. Those are Cornerstone Funds, and PDI is PIMCO Dynamic. That is honestly my favorite dividend-paying fund. I own that in multiple portfolios where my cost average is around 18 bucks. So I'm trying to accumulate as many as I can here in this account when it's under 18. I was excited when I saw it came to Robinhood. So I want to get this to 1,000 shares as well. And then PIMCO, or just PDI, Cornerstones, they all pay once a month. So those once a month wealth builders will help stabilize the account a little bit. They're still bringing income in, but their share price isn't as volatile as the Yield Max funds or the Boost funds. But they will help to stabilize the account a little bit. I like these funds. By the end of next year, I would like to have about 3,000 of each of the Cornerstone funds and 3,000 PDI shares. I know that's a lofty goal, but hey, if we can keep generating income, we can invest into these high yielders, and that might change the focus of the account a little bit in terms of rather than getting $700 a week, it becomes $2,800 a month or $2,800 in a 4-week span. Just because we will have quite a bit of income tied up into monthly dividend payers, and I believe that it kind of works out that the Cornerstone Funds and PDI kind of all pay in the same week generally. So that's one of those things that we will take into consideration as we are investing into these funds. I don't really want to invest into too many more Yield Max funds. I have some cash secured puts open on some, but the share price has just dropped so rapidly. Especially I was heavy in ULTY. Let me take a look here. ULTY. I think I have 505 shares. Yeah, it's 401. We might drop below the 4 today. I wouldn't be surprised. I want to look over at our trade history to show how we've generated this income. So let's take a look over there. For that, I want to give a quick shout out to the Premium Generals. It's an exclusive group where I post private content such as educational videos on how to sell cash secured puts, how to sell covered calls, how to do credit spreads, how to do debit spreads, as well as private portfolio updates. Any move I make, every trade that I make, any investment or purchases I'm making in the account, I put it in the Premium General groups first. On top of that, I put polls in there on potential positions that I might get into. So it's a very involved group. I think I have over 60-some videos in there. I try to post in there 4 to 5 times every single week, and sometimes it's more than that. And on top of this, you get to be featured in every single video. So if you're someone that wants to see your face in these videos, come on, stop by. $10, tons of videos to check out. We'd love to have you. And also, I do have a Fiverr. If you're interested in a little bit more one-on-one, in-depth education, I will post that link in the description below. But with that being said, guys, I appreciate you, and let's get back into the video. Okay, so in our trade history here, you see we got $100 from a TSYY $6 put. That means we sold a put on TSYY, which means we're agreeing to buy TSYY for $6 per share. Every option contract is 100 shares. I have 2 option contracts, so I'm agreeing to buy 200 shares of TSYY for $6. I got paid $100 just to do so. If I get assigned, hey, that's great. They pay a great dividend, but it essentially means I'm getting paid to purchase a stock I was already going to purchase, getting paid to purchase something cheaper than it's currently listed at. So win-win there. We rolled... we did open new MSTU positions, $1.50. Same concept, agreeing to buy for $1.50, 100 shares per contract. MicroStrategy is taking a beating. I wanted to take a look at that real quick. $187, $186. Kind of look at the year to date of this chart. At one point, this fund was over $451. Now it's down to $187. So my double leverage funds on it are definitely taking a beating. But honestly, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Those double leverage funds, you know, they pay a large premium and they bounce hard and they drop hard. So when MicroStrategy comes back around, which I think it will, I believe in Bitcoin, so I think it will come back around. Any of those cash secured puts will come back out of the money pretty quickly. It's just a matter of, can you stomach the market going down? And I have no problem with it. I've seen the market go up and down many times, and I will continue to accumulate high-yielding assets along with selling some cheaper cash-secured puts. I think that's how we win. We make our money on the down days, and it'll show up on the green days. So at some point, you'll see the market take a huge jump back up, which I believe it will. It might take weeks, might take months, it might take days. I don't know. But it will shoot back up, and when it does, the value of the account will reach new all-time highs, especially with some of these flat dividend payers. So excited to see. I think the account's in a great spot right now. It's Wednesday. We've already hit our weekly goal, so we won't make any more trades this week. We might purchase some funds, but honestly, I would be surprised at this point. We've hit our goal, and I always try to preach, make sure not to overtrade. Once you hit your goal, step away, which we have done. I might try to add some more shares of some different funds, and that would probably be the extent of it. But with that being said, guys, I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.